and welcome back to my Gallery Talks with Craig video series. This is episode 3 entitled Art versus Fine Art. Is there a difference? I believe there is, but I wish fine art had been worded differently. The word fine suggests a value judgment that is elitist and lofty. This is unnecessary, if not downright damaging. They are simply different. Fine art is a life pursuit done without compromise. The lack of compromise is essential for the work, the documentation of time, place, and people to be a pure individual reaction, a single neuron's response. In our society, this is an extremely rare professional possibility and therefore important. Also, fine art is not the object created. It is the time, study, process, and life needed to create. The objects are works of art. Let me repeat that. The objects are not fine art, they are works of art. Indicators along the way of the time spent, the ideas considered, the study, the emotion, the intellect, the spirit, and the reactions. While works of art are usually sold and collected individually, they are best understood and appreciated as a collective whole. We've all heard expressions that hold true here, such as it's the process, not the product, or it's the journey, not the destination. That's important. A story shared with me long ago does an adequate job of expressing the value of and motivation in being an artist. A young carver is eager to carve a canoe for the first time. Brash and overconfident, the young and inexperienced carver is certain of the many ways that the log will be transformed and changed into a canoe by the carver. Well, after months of hard work, frustrations, sore muscles, lessons learned, exhaustion, and ultimately a finished canoe, the carver appreciates how much the canoe was really the one to effect change. In my experience in work, this is definitely the truth. The work changes me much more than I change it. This is why I do what I do. It is a form of hyper-focus, a deep meditation in search of enlightenment, a search for truths, meaning, and understanding. And the only way I know of to document my life, my response to this time, place, and people. As always, thanks for joining me on this path, and I hope you will continue to watch for many episodes to come. In episode 4, entitled Sculpture, Abstraction, and the Magical Space Between, I will discuss some of the different ways an artist can think about and create sculpture, how I first got started on this journey at a very young age, the various techniques of making sculpture I have used, and what I like to think about while creating my most recent work. Until next time, remember that the visual world can bring as much inspiration, invigoration, and joy as music brings to our ears. All we have to do is look.